Hi, my friends. I have a new headset, so hopefully you can hear me okay. So I want to provide an update of some things that we think is happening around the globe, okay? So, and I don't want to be a fear monger, so don't think I'm trying to spread fear and this, that, we're not supposed to have fear. We're just kind to, be paying attention to things out there, kind of defend ourselves so that we don't have shock and awe to ourselves, and that we stay calm and peaceful. Because like I said, stay with God, and we have peace anyway, and God's got our back, and so is the Lord, and so the angels. So don't panic and don't worry about these things. But we do got to play defense to kind of guide ourselves in the boat, right? Because you can either make that boat ride really rough when you're riding down the river, right? And let's say you're on a boat or a raft, or you can try to find the smooth path and kind of go through the ripples and this and stuff, and kind of reduce your stress and have less of a chaos in your personal mind and being. Okay, so here's the thing is, now we've been hearing a lot. I've been hearing this for about 2 or 3 days from brothers and sisters around the world, and especially from Henry. He's been really paying attention to every aspect, even astrology and things like this, the astrologists and stuff like that, because even though we don't like astrology, we don't really want to follow that, but there are signs that come through an astrologist and stuff like that we need to be aware of. So I'm heading somewhere with this, so paying attention to all these different types of communication and things like this. Okay, so here's the deal. So we know that there's actually there's an alignment right now. All the planets are aligning. I think it's Saturn, and I'm not really good at this. Saturn, Sun, the Venus, and all these. There's some alignment going on. That's going to happen by February 22nd. That's going to be an important date. I'll bring that up in a second. February 22nd is, and guess what also means? 2022. A bunch of twos. Now, how evil forces, they're really into this number game, right? They're really, and also, so we got to pay attention to 2, right? Tons of twos. They're also into 1, so 2. So anyway, so we got to really pay attention to twos. So here's the things: we think something big, because of these things occurring around the two numbers, that they like to, have something special, some surprise and package. What's also very interesting about the 22nd, Brother Raleigh, he said that there's been more like weird shootings and violence around 22s over the course of years, not just this one, over the course of many years, okay? A lot of things like that. So we're paying attention to that. So so I'm coming from a different perspective, though, even from outside the spiritual world. I'll explain what I'm coming from. These are the things. Now, Brother Henry said that he had communication, too, through some intel, that there were some things in the background that works between some government things going on about some bills that need to be paid, and that somebody owes somebody money. Our government does, and they're going to shuffle money around. Well, anyway. So, but there's a lot of things, too. And now, we had the Ukraine situation as well going on. Now there's a rumor, even from Fox News, talking about that there might be a cyber attack against the United States of America, cyber attack from Russia, right? So we got a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. But here's the thing, is from a stock market, remember, money, this world operates on money because they worship it like it's God instead of God, which is unfortunate, right? But anyway, we got money. So I have been tracking this thing, and I'm going to show you something, because I've actually been day trading again and doing okay. I'm making some darn mistakes here and there just because I'm smart in this. But I don't want to go in there. I'm trying to do instruments, but it's a long story. I'm doing that for the glory of God, so I have funds, and also for the Lord to continue this mission. Just so it's a side note, I'm pretty good at day trading. There's Gregory Manarino, who's a good guy. You should listen to his YouTube channel if you ever get a chance. He talks about truth and about the elite trying to destroy the middle class. But anyway, he's a pretty good guy as well to listen to. But anyway, sorry about that. Just a plug for him, because it's all free and good knowledge. All right, so here's what's called the volatility index. So I'll get moving on this. Sorry about taking so long. The volatility, it's the VIX, and this is a fear gauge. Okay, this is the fear gauge that and also how volatile the market is. So when it starts getting a lot of sell off and a lot of volatility, you'll see the spikes, like you're seeing the spikes right there. And I'm just explaining, and some of you already know this, but I'm just explaining so some people are not familiar with this. Well, anyway, I've been studying this, and all the years I've traded, I've got a lot of background trading, and I've studied markets, God, for over 20, 30 years, right? What's really crazy about this is that we have I'm going to zoom in here, a W pattern, okay? Now, I don't have a pointer, which I did, but see, I'll put that next to the edge there. That's the left side of the W, and then you got the middle. See, if you take those last ones there, it'll look like a W, and then you have a little 3 bars off to the right of the W. That's called the retracement of the W. So if I pull back, you'll see like this W. And usually what that is a sign of is that the market's pull or this fear gauge. This is actually the fear gauge or the volatility. It's starting getting ready to launch. So to make this W pattern complete, it'll keep dragging. See where it says 25 there on the bar. It says 10, 15, 20, 25. It'll start coming to the right and forming the right. See how it cuts kind of into the W? It'll start forming to the right. And then what happens is it'll launch back up to where 30. It'll do a test there. And if it breaks that, it goes up to 35, 40 just within days. So looking at this chart, we're within probably 2 or 3 days for something big that shocks the market. Because that's what the volatility index is about the fear gauge. So something's going to just cause panic and chaos, right? So in between 2 or 3 days and February 22nd, I see something that launches. Because I tell you, I have never seen such a clear W pattern on the VIX. Other stocks, charts, this, S&P 500, the Dow, yes, I have. But not on the volatility index. This thing means there is something that we are not aware of. And this is going to be a big event. It's going to be like a cyber attack or something that's going to be really massive, really out of nowhere and big. I don't think this is the big one that implodes the market and causes all these damages to try to introduce new currencies. That's not it. But this is going to be a big one. It's big. So see that W pattern now. So that is on the VIX. So then I went and looked at some of the other indexes to see what kind of confirmations we have of something big is coming. And by the way, I'm not getting invested much because I could be wrong. Sometimes these patterns, there's just odds of them working out, and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, right here. Okay, let me turn off that. It's comparing it to itself. Not really. I don't know why it does this. So I'm going to draw that again. Okay. All right. So these are daily charts, but those bars are daily. Look at this. Now this is the opposite of a W pattern. It's called an M pattern. So there's the right side of the M. There's the middle of the M. There's the left side. Okay. So it looks like an M. See this? So if you pull back, it looks like an M right there, dead center. And then what I'll do is I'm putting that next to the edge where it says 4,500. It'll do that. It'll retrace up the M, and then it'll touch it like it's trying to, like 4,500, and then it'll drop again. So it'll drop back down to 4,300 in no time at all. Not kidding you. And also, I can't tell if we have a gap up or not. So some of those gaps got to be filled. I'm not sure if that was a gap. I think it was a gap up. So this thing's going to cut through that like a butter or knife, right? See, so we have this M pattern here. So that's confirming something nasty's coming. So let's go ahead and look at the Dow. I'm sorry, but I hope you learning something from this. But see, there's a lot of clues even through the let's compare the S&P 500. Okay, well, you're going to see the same thing on the Dow, that there's something going on here. Okay, you'll see it here. See, there's a nice little M bouncing. I don't know if you see that, and it's already sitting there. It's ready to crack as well. So Dow looks like it's ready to go back to 33,500 any day now. Okay, so there's your volatility index, and also the Dow. So anyway, so that is the news. Like I said, let's thank you, Father and Lord, for blessings and helping us through these times. Because we're in a spiritual war, and we're in a material wars, and money wars, trying to survive. We got wars in every front. The book of Revelation should have said rumors of wars and wars. And we're not just talking wars of that's what, wasn't clear. We're not just talking about wars of Russia threatening Ukraine. We're talking spiritual wars like you've never seen. Not rumors, real wars, real spiritual wars that we are facing. And I'm facing them every day. I'm not kidding you. I'm getting attacked. I don't even put some of the YouTube's attacks I've had. And so pray for brothers and sisters that they don't be targeting attacks so bad, because even my brother Steve, that he's one of my important friends that helps me with at the Jewish mission and stuff like that. And we defend each other. But he said, "Man, I thought you were making up stuff." Until I goes, "I'm getting attacked everywhere I go." But I mean, he got, some lady took a bat, not a bat. She took him and just trashed his car for no reason, smashed out his one of his window pieces in the back of his vehicle, and smashed out his tail light. And he just told her to get away from him. He did nothing wrong. They're coming after you. Just attacked him just came out and attacked him. This demonically evil thing came and attacked him. Then I hear Brother Raleigh said in Boise, Idaho, he's getting attacked by, even by friends. Friends have been a year they get demonically possessed and attack him, and I'm getting attacked. Oh my God, I can't. I was sometimes walking on eggshells. Looking on my shoulder, and it's going to be a spiritual attack. Boom, you know what I mean? And so there's also, I don't know if you guys noticed on previous videos, I do have a black eye, and I have a video of that. I just haven't had time to put it up. Sitting on a bus stop at University Boulevard in City Heights, and this young gentleman told me that his opinion that I should be wearing a mask and that I needed all these other things, he's steering further away. Well, we got an entanglement there. It's a long story. I'll do one about that. So he punches me twice in the face, and that was over a week and a half ago. So I have a black eye and a sore cheek, but you know what? It doesn't hurt me physically, but I've been punched, shot at, kicked, and beaten on these streets, so it doesn't matter. And the Lord and the Father angels do protect me when they step in sometimes, and they have to, I'm sure. But anyway, this one's complicated because this one is such a weird story. You could write a movie about it. That the police even show up and wouldn't arrest him after he attacked me. And you not, the San Diego police would not arrest him after even being physically attacked. Are you kidding me? And that's under review by some sergeants higher up in the thing about why did the officer not do his duty to protect and defend and actually arrest this individual. That's actually under investigation a little bit, but I haven't heard back from him. And it gets deeper than that. I actually, during my recording, the officer asked me to quit recording on my cell phone because it's going to show you, brothers and sisters, because he had to say some things off record that is actually illegal. Well, not illegal, but questionable of him being an officer. I'm not kidding you. Of what he asked me. I'll talk about it later. Okay. All right. So we got that and patterns everywhere, and so we're watching these things. All right. So. See, I can show you even here, just so if you're not familiar with W patterns and markets. Let's see if I can find a W, which is the opposite, showing. We had a head and shoulder here, which showed us that was blew off. We knew that was coming. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, so pay attention. We're gonna have something up. Wear all your armor. Don't forget, prayer does work. God does not answer every prayer, though. Remember this. They answered not every prayer because there's a reason why he has doing certain things. Okay, so don't just assume I'm going to pray this and that. Yeah, so prayer's intent. Well, now I'm getting off. Like, oh God, Kirk, please not this. All right, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's pray for one another and that and make sure that we're all safe. Okay. All right. God bless. I'm going to try to figure out how to shut this off. Let's see. God bless and love y'all. Take care.